Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new map change video, and today we're going to be going over a bunch of map changes. I apologize for the video being a little bit late. It was because I am over at E3 right now and I had to get my little brother to grab a bit of the footage, but thank you everyone for joining me, and let's get straight into these map changes. So the first map change we have for you guys is the monster's footprint over at Snobby Shores. Now the camera work will be a little bit different because my little brother has taken over with the camera kind of footage in today's episode, so a little bit different, but let's get into it and see how we go. So as you can see, Snobby Shores is still like a Viking village, very similar to its usual state, but the monster has now trashed a few elements of it. You can kind of see where the monster footprints have been. You can obviously know that the village has already been trashed by the Vikings, like these ones here, but as we can expect, we know that the monster is probably going to be swimming around the water because Donald has changed his location to circling, which is pretty cool, so I'm excited for that. He kind of indicates all this sort of stuff on his Twitter. But yes, if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Much love and respect to everyone hitting that subscribe button. Also guys, if you want to stay tuned on the channel and keep up to date with all the latest content, that notification bell is key. Make sure you do press it because it really does help me out, and it also keep you guys up to date with all the latest Fortnite news. Also, for those wondering, go and use code postboxpat in the item shop because I've only got 3,000 supporters, and it'd be absolutely awesome if we could get to just under 5,000 supporters. So please go and support me if you are a fan of the channel. Much love and respect to everybody out there who's been doing that. Thank you everyone who enters in code postboxpat in the item shop. Remember to go and tweet me for a shout out. But like I was saying, these villages are pretty damaged, but this end house right here is the one which has been absolutely destroyed by the monster's footstep. Now this one is crazy. It's kind of weird how it's just been destroyed now and wasn't at the last update, so it's kind of strange because it makes me think the monster may have come back out of the water, or maybe it was just a little bit of delay. Like imagine the monster moving slowly but we just can't see it in the Battle Royale world. I don't know, but yes, you can see this area here has been completely crushed by the monster's footstep, and there was a war between these people and the Vikings in Snobby, and by the looks of it they've been absolutely wrecked by the monster. Maybe the monster has some sort of relationship to Ragnarok or even the Viking people, I don't know, but it's pretty cool stuff which is going on right there. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with the storyline over at Snobby Shores. There's kind of a lot of stuff going through my head thinking about, you know, maybe something to do with some of the old snow biomes. When I say that, I usually mean the Ice King, but it also could have some sort of relationship to do with the original Viking island opposite the Ice King or / Polar Peak, and obviously that's pretty cool. So you can see here some more footage of the location being absolutely trashed, which is interesting stuff. Now our location to my left there, the tomato building, hasn't had any upgrades since. Hopefully we can expect some more upgrades on that, and also at Junk Junction as well. There isn't any map changes here just yet, but there are a few things which we can probably expect to change either at the end of this season or during this season. We know that some of the original tilted locations are over here. These map changes are pretty old. I just thought I'd get my little brother to show a little bit of footage of it so I could just quickly discuss with you guys that we can expect maybe some more changes coming over at Junk Junction. I don't know if it's going to happen this season, but obviously next season there's probably going to be a lot of changes with Neo tilted and stuff like that. So some excited stuff going on right there, and hopefully Junk maybe even gets a brand new revamp. Now moving over to the stone people. As we know, I like to cover the stone people in every single video for you guys. These stone people absolutely rock and are really cool, and I really do like them. And as you can see here, it looks like they're still growing their props and they're just chilling on top of the hill, just consistently growing and growing. I don't know what they're actually growing the props for, or crop should I say. I don't know what 100% they want to do. Maybe they want to build a house or want to try and like progress further into the Fortnite universe, but the kid is actually located over by the tree, has actually moved further down, and he obviously is probably going to be searching for the dog, which is really cool. Now this is probably going to take the entire season leading to season 10, maybe some bad stuff happening again to the stone people, but right now it's a pretty positive story and we are looking forward for the actual stone people's story going into season 10. Now I know it is taking a very long time for these to catch up with the dog, which is over by the tree over here, so you know it's interesting to see. And again, to get these to actually appear in game, you do have to land at this section for them to render in either in replay or in your actual game. So do consider that guys, it will take a while for that to take place. Now another future map change which I actually spoke to Donald Mustard about was the idea of actually making a Neo Softies. I mentioned it to him and he said it's a great idea and it's not ruled out, which probably means it will happen at some point. if Season 10 is still Neo themed, but if Season 10 completely wipes the Neo theme, then we may not see this happening. The good thing about Neo, it definitely has helped Fortnite in the real world, because what they've done is they've taken that Neo vibe and put it into E3, they put it into the Fortnite party, they've put it into all of their events which they've currently held. Obviously they've got 2 more coming up as well, and we'll have to see what they look like, but you know, they've used that Neo vibe throughout everything, so it kind of worked pretty well having Season 9 being Neo, and they'll probably keep it in to a certain extent. Maybe it'll just be Neo tilted, maybe it'll be Mega Mall. I think there will definitely be something still in the map which will have them Neo lights, because they're using it in their real life kind of stuff and it works really well, and they're probably going to want to keep it looking like that because it looks very futuristic and very slick, whereas something else like a kind of olden design, maybe a more medieval theme, probably wouldn't look as well in like festivals like E3 or gaming conventions, should I say. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Again, with Polar Peak and stuff like that, there isn't really much going on. I talked about that really in the last video. It's quite interesting stuff and concepts, but nothing really major regarding where the monster could have been. But I guess the monster must have gone out the water for this map change over at Snobby Shores. It's the only real way really of him destroying them houses, and as you can see, here's just an example if you do need to land in the section for it to render in, because the house on the very right does not render in unless you land there. Now the final map change in today's video is the block. So as we all know, I love to rate the block. It's like something that you guys love as well in the comment section down below. I know so many of you always comment on the way I rate blocks. So today we're going to be rating this block right here. I'm not 100% sure who it's created by, but let's check it out and give it a good rating if we can. But yes, the idea and design for this one is actually themed around maybe a tree in the center, what I can tell, and probably has some sort of kind of pirate vibe, maybe some sort of Chinese vibe. I guess that's the kind of vibe they're going for this, with the kind of lakes around it and stuff. I don't really know. It's just like more of like a tropical theme, kind of mixed with a few different things, with like, I can imagine like koi carp swimming through the actual water and stuff like that. But what the actual idea of this one is obviously centered around that main kind of attraction which is appealing to the eye, which is the tree, which is kind of enlarged a little bit. It's got a lot of stones and greenery around it, maybe some sort of fishing area or some sort of relax / they worship the tree or something. Who knows what it is exactly, but I really do like the concept of this block, and it's definitely going to be getting a good rating this week. This block to me is a very nice design. Let's check a little bit of the interior. Again, nice little overgrown greenhouse type thing. I feel like it really does work, this one. It's kind of a lot of empty space on the inside, which makes sense because, you know, with these sort of maps and stuff, you don't want to flood the inside of buildings because it takes up your memory space. You want to kind of limit your interior design. This one really does kind of give a pirate vibe as well on this side, maybe a little bit like Skyrim. I think it's River Run, is it? I'm not 100% sure, but the one at the top right, which has kind of got the water going through it where the Thieves Guild is, kind of gives me that little bit of vibe as well from Skyrim. So I really do like the design of this area over here. Again, some really nice structures with the buildings. The trees are really cool, the way they're kind of like lowered down and stuff. And again, let's check a little bit of the attic. No sleeping bag. You guys know on all of these map change videos, we always hunt for the sleeping bag. Nice little bed over there, kind of like a cot type bed. We always hunt for that abandoned sleeping bag in the roof, so none in that one there. We will have a little look as we go through. I'm kind of just touring it as a kind of player right here, looking for the golden chest. I don't see it just yet. If you guys know where it is, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, this isn't my footage. My little brother did provide me with this footage, so I'm not 100% sure if he'll identify the golden chest for you guys. I assume it's probably by the tree in the center, but I'm not 100% sure on it. Again, nice little interior up here. I love the way the kind of design is done with the little pallets and stuff and the wooden parts. It really does look pretty cool, so well done on that one there. And that little design in the middle where you can kind of get off the kind of directed path over to kind of like terrainy stuff. I think that works really well. It kind of gives the player the ability to kind of not always follow the exact path, and it just really does help out in gameplay type situations as well, with the different heights on the terrain and stuff like that. Again, in this attic here, it looks pretty cool with the stairs and stuff. It all seems to be pretty accessible. I know a lot of people say you can build and all that, but I like to kind of look at these as in a sense that you can't build, as if it was an actual map and how it would actually play out. I usually do that when I look at these blocks, so you know, it's pretty cool, and I do like the way it's actually doing that sort of kind of vibe. So overall, this block to me would probably get a 7.5 out of 10. It's a really good vibe, and as you guys know, getting a 10 out of 10 is pretty hard on my ratings. So this one's a pretty cool block. I love the way the water flows as well, and it's just like these little kind of like terrainy islands and little items as well added in, a little bit of grass popping up. It really does look really cool, and it's definitely worth landing at this week. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll get time to land at it. I may do when I just get back. I'm probably going to miss this one, which is kind of annoying, but I do really like this block, and I'll probably check it out in creative when I've got some time, if I can find the code for it. But yes, a very nice vibe. I know a lot of the interior is very empty, but it doesn't really matter sometimes. If you can get a good exterior block, which this one is, the interior doesn't matter. And this block looks amazing for materials, so if you guys want a lot of materials quickly, this could be a good spot to land, because you can see there's a lot of pallets around it, a lot of greenery, also a lot of stone as well. Doesn't seem like there's much metal. There never seems to be that much metal at the block, and as we all know, metal is actually quite hard to harvest. It takes a little bit longer usually, and you don't usually get as much compared to wood and stone. So feel free to drop in here to get yourself some wood, some brick / stone as quickly as possible. Obviously that's going to help you out in the long term, or even the short term, depending on if you get into a build fight or not. So yeah, definitely land at this block. It's pretty cool. I give it about a 7.5 out of 10. Congratulations on your block, my friend. I really do like it. So hope you guys have enjoyed today's video though. That's all the map changes which we have in today's video. If you guys would like to keep up to date with all the latest secret map changes, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll keep you guys up to date with the latest map changes in Fortnite Battle Royale. I'm your #1 source for all map changes in Fortnite. We try to cover everything, even the little subtle things and even the little tiny things which are removed from the game. We will always cover on the channel, even if that is only one map change for a day, which we do get time from time. Map changes can include anything, including events, including tiny little challenge things. Anything will be covered in these map change videos. So if you want to keep up to date with the island, you guys can right on my channel right here. So make sure you stick around. It's absolutely awesome to have you guys stick around. Last little thing is you can clearly see that the stone people don't render in if you fly over to their location. So do remember, guys, to go and get these guys to render in. I did actually make a video about a week or so ago, which you guys really enjoyed, which was actually me covering the stone people being completely vanished. And that actually wasn't a render issue or anything like that. It was because Fortnite didn't program them in the game for them last 2 days. Not too sure why they did that, but yes, the stone people were removed entirely from the game for about 2 days, which was really cool, and I made a video on it, really upset about the storyline, and then the next day they came back. So it was a pretty cool map change video. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed that, and they're the sort of videos we cover on the channel. Even if it's only like a 2-day map change, it'll be up, so expect it on the channel. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new around here, please do stick around, and once again, this is postboxpat signing out.